Hello everyone. So I'm back with another video. So today I think I'm gonna touch on the Hydra. Unfortunately, some attempts has already been done, and not a very good attempt, but it's okay. For my case, I actually use this three lineups. And of course, judging from my previous video, I failed to share some of the stats. So in this case, usually for me, why I use Corvus in this particular lineup is because I want to bring my Dorian to the middle of the fight. So eventually he'll be at the middle, and its aura will be for the whole team. So in this case, definitely I can do a lot of damage. But Dorian is not going to the middle. Mojo has to die, I think, but it's okay. So we can actually just skip the battle, not an issue. To speed up the process. Here is one of my other ways of doing, and pretty much I brought down Earth. So let's look at the stats on the Earth fight. So most of the damage is done by Mojo, of course, as usual. For the first one, and the second one, I think for Earth we definitely need a good lineup, especially like this. And for me, my Daredevil is pumped up. I've maxed out pretty much most of it, and in this case I will be able to have one attempt on Earth. So in water, I do have sometimes able to bring it down. As you can see in Ancient Hydra, I don't really use any tanks for my second and third team, right? Only for the first one, as Corvus does do a lot of good physical damage, as well as, as long as my team stays alive, we'll be able to do extra damage. So in this case, it's how usually it's done. Or able to do about 20 million. Second team in water fight, I will be able to do sometimes, if my crit is often, I'll be able to do about 30 million as well for water. So this is usually the damage that I do. So it's quite satisfying watching all the crits coming up. And as you can see, even if I use Elme as the first hero, you don't really take much damage as well, right? So there's a chance that I definitely won't bring it down with 9 million for my last team. Sadly, when you use a critical base team, it's all depending on the amount of crits that you do. So it's very random in terms of the damage that you do, right? So in this case, because I've already used Sebastian as well as most of the armor penetration heroes, I use Ching Mao in this final fight, and usually he dies, yes. And yeah, unfortunate. If I were to get a little bit more crit for my second team, definitely it'll be better. But let's look at some of the stats. So in this case, of course, Ju. I don't really have a powerful mojo. Other than that, these are the stats for the fight. As usual, for water, Daredevil does the best damage. If he were just to create another 2 more, I think Water Hydra is already down. So this Ancient Hydra. Dreadful Hydra, for me, I'm already assigned now to do the Earth Hydra myself. So 3 attempts and I will bring it down. Just want to share some of the stats that I have. Okay. So pretty much the same lineup, except, over here in the Dreadful Hydra, I'm basically using my tank for the second fight, right? Daredevil still does the best damage, but you need a tank in this case instead of the Dreadful. And of course the final one, not really impressive, because Yasmin will usually die no matter what we do, right? So with critical hit heroes, as you can see, the first fight I am doing 21 million on the second team, and then 22 million on the second fight. So it's a big difference in terms of damage. It really depends on how much you crit, right? Then the final fight is basically a straightforward one, and the Hydra is down, right? So I hope some of you can see the stats. Previously, I didn't really share the stats, and I deeply apologize for that. Okay, hope you enjoy the video, and bye.